It's fair to say there's been a lot of talk about the new Formula One regulations in 2026, and the general kind of consensus has been, and this is pretty typical of new regulations, is that the cars are going to be significantly slower next year compared to this year, which is kind of what you expect for a new regulation set. Not only are the aerodynamics being overhauled, but also the powertrain as well. The engines are going to be markedly different, and some people have been saying that the pace of these cars is not going to be that much quicker than what Formula 2 cars are. And that's a similar situation we found ourselves back in 2014, where the GP2 cars, which was what Formula 2 was known as back then, they weren't that much slower than the F1 cars. The F1 cars were so slow comparatively, and also very unreliable as well, only just faster than those GP2 cars. Now, some people have been saying we're going to get in a similar situation to that in 2026, but some people don't think that's going to be the case. At least going off of what Toto Wolff is saying, the head of Mercedes, he's saying that 400 kilometers per hour, which is about what? 240 miles per hour, is going to be possible under the rules next year. Now, is this Toto Wolff swinging around here, basically saying, look, you guys may be struggling with these new engines, but we're not. Mercedes are absolutely going to dominate this new era of Formula One. Let's have a look at what he said here, guys. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Formula One could see top speeds approaching an unprecedented 400 kilometers per hour when the all-new 2026 regulations arrive, according to Mercedes boss Toto Wolff. When full power is deployed, we'll be approaching 400 kilometers per hour. He confirmed to Automotor und Sport. In 2026, the cars will feature almost 500 horsepower of electric power on top of a 575 horsepower combustion engine with triple the current electric boost, despite widespread concerns that the cars will be slower and Formula E-like in terms of aggressive driver management. Active aerodynamics will flatten the wings on straights, producing record speeds, but also a new driving style, according to Aston Martin reserve Felipe Drugovich. The car pushes like crazy out of the corners, said the Brazilian, who has spent a lot of time in the simulator with the 2026 model. You feel like you're sitting on a rocket. Top speed is already reached halfway down the straight, then you coast to the braking point. Critics fear the spectacle could resemble Formula E, with drivers lifting off mid-straight to manage battery charge. Certainly sounds like that going off of what Drugovich just said there. However, Wolff pushed back against this. How can you criticise something that hasn't even fully been developed yet? 100%. That makes sense, that quote. People criticising things they haven't even seen, and in truth, a lot of the time don't know that much about. Formula One CEO Stefano Domenicali agreed with this sentiment, saying it will be a different driving experience, but that doesn't necessarily have to be worse. We'll all get used to it quickly. Like the Halo. Everyone criticised the Halo when that first came into Formula One. Now we barely even notice it, apart from in the case of an accident where it quite often saves drivers' lives. Technical chiefs also insist handling will improve. Mercedes' James Allison said the handling will be more pleasant than with the current cars. There will be less balance shift between slow and fast corners. It will be easier to keep the understeer and oversteer where you want it. Mercedes boss James Vowles, meanwhile, advised patience. Don't listen to drivers who are driving the new cars in the simulator for the first time. Listen to those who are doing it for the 5th time. Drugovich, with several simulator sessions already, said it's really fun in the corners because the high electrical component means there's always power. The sudden drop off in power on the second half of the straight takes some getting used to. As for the FIA, it continues to tweak the rules on energy management with different limits for delivery and recuperation depending on the circuit. Audi's Mattia Binotto warned otherwise we'll be driving through the tunnel at 350 kilometers an hour in Monte Carlo. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. I mean, it'd be exciting, but for all the wrong reasons. You shouldn't be doing that there. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting stuff there. I guess it depends a lot on the circuit and the deployment and everything like that, but it's got big potential to shake things up. You know, I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. Active aerodynamics instead of DRS, you know, it seems like they're pretty confident that cars will be able to overtake without the use of DRS. So, I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it, and I will judge it fully when we see it out on track. In the first round of the Formula One season in Australia, Of course, we'll see it during testing and everything like that, but testing's testing. You can't really draw too many conclusions from that, especially from an entertainment point of view for the race as well. But let's keep enjoying 2025. It's been great. I've really been enjoying this season. But let me know your thoughts on the regulations next year in the comments below as always, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and have a great day wherever in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.